Alright, happy Friday evening, everyone. How are you all doing? How are you all feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. Ready to get spooky. Ready to get back into Beacon Pines. See what that's all about. How are you all doing? Any big plans? Any big, I don't know, spookiness? Spooky plans? Spooky movies? Who knows? If you want. Okay, I am now here. Thank you so much for being away from here and now being here. Alright, shall we just get into it? Because there's a lot of Beacon Pines to do. Let me go ahead and get small. Alright. Let's go.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck.
Okay, we are gonna have to do this fight over again. That's fine.
Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid.
That's okay.
The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. Should we go ahead and, like, skip past this part? Or should I do it again? I think I'll skip past.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
And then it dies.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Right, and then we have these two. Okay, here we are. About, roughly. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once, on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this once. Don't talk about my family. Oh, well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, and then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully.
True facts.
Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... strange? Or tickles? I'm feeling strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
You love busting out the strange, as do I. It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Oh,
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Well, that's not good. Did we just kill Iggy? Would it be a loss? You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
We can learn struggle. Oh no, he's dead. I don't feel so good. Oh shit! Help? I'm sorry, I just... Oh shit. Yup. Well, we made him half a mutant. That was a thing we did. I don't know if I feel good about that. I don't know if I feel bad about that. He is just a kid. He could have improved with his life, but probably not. Where do we go from here? We're still looking for Rolo, right? Do we talk to Beck? Probably talk to Beck. Well, that was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse, this strange ooze, and what it did to Iggy. Was Rolo caught up in all of this?
Most likely. We have to find Rolo. You took the words out of my mouth. Okay. Oh! Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rolo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rolo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rolo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Oh, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rolo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all well that ends well. How does he know Beck? Beck's a new kid. How does he know? Unless her mom is working for him? Maybe? Suspicious. Suspicious, I'm suspicious. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rolo was safe.
I don't think he is. I really don't. Rolo's still dead, I think. Yeah. Like, I don't know, maybe clone? Maybe mutant? I don't know.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4.
Ooh, chapter 4 already.
Our harvest awaits.
Not the harvest! Oh god, is Rolo gonna pop out of a pumpkin?
Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Oh, well, that ain't good. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. It turns out Rolo is safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Child, you are too trusting.
Luca was sitting by the pond.
You should be a jaded little boy. Oh, no. I don't think Graham's coming back. I think Graham might be dead. Or mutant.
Listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. Why don't you grab me some nice bait?
Everyone is dead until proven otherwise. Yeah, a little bit.
Sure thing, Dad. Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. We're fishing with bees? Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one. Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. Interesting choice. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold.
Should we not have pushed him? I am wet, I had a shower. Oh! Good job! Good job having a shower. Hi, Kaito, how you doing? Are you gonna have a good weekend? Any plans?
Dad, I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was. Dad, we have to go! Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run! The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out.
Ghost Dad is trying to give us knowledge. Yeah, should we not have pushed Iggy? Should we have tickled him instead? Maybe? I don't know. Are we gonna end up with a bad end now?
A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
My weekend plans are to not work and stress about work. Good, Yes, absolutely. Do not stress, do not work. Do not stress about work. Do nothing at all. Honestly, you deserve it.
Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rolo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca? Rolo, is that you? Luca. There? Rolo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen. I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust. He's... Hold on. Someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rolo? Rolo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. But I bought some super comfy blankets yesterday. Perfect! Perfect for cozying. Fantastic. What color are they? You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse!
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rolo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Still no Gran. Still no Gran. We're Granless.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
There's Gran. So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit by idly while that danger persists. Refuse. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you. Polyester, but super thick and heavy. I've been craving a heavy blanket. Walmart blankets are nice, but weightless. That's fair.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? Well, he's fine. Damn, our Granny gorgeous. Truly. She is mwah. She is a beauty. She is art. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Spot Plug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. So it sounds like they might be, staging a coup against the hyena guy? Maybe? Gran. Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. Ah! Our little bad friend. Oh, I love her. Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. Oh, Luca, cute even when spooked. Yeah, even when spooked. Oh, you missed it. We accidentally turned a bully half mutant earlier, so. Also got very spooked then. Oh, they mentioned the festival. Yeah, heard that too. Has your gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? No, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. Oh, and down she goes. Oh, we could talk to the Littles. Should we talk to the Littles? We're supposed to be going straight to the treehouse, but I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Perennial harvest? I don't think that changed. Better hurry up to the treehouse. Fair enough. What else? It still says festival over here. What's this? Was this anything? Could I do anything about this? No? Alright, we're just going for it. I don't really want to talk to Papa right now. Rolo! Rolo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo, where are you? Oh? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
Is it Beck? I hope it's Beck. I've got weapons in here, so you'd better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. Rolo, not Rolo. It's the bully we turned into a mutant. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. Oh, he's so dramatic, no one's hurting him. No, but they do probably want to dispose of him. Take him down underground or whatever. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day? With his positive attitude and the power of friendship? I thought Luca didn't have any friends. I thought that's why we were making fun of him. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all the way through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rolo? It's not safe, Luca! Rolo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. I said they were gonna go to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away. Who said they were going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well. Thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Gee, they are clones. I'm telling you, I think they figured out cloning. Why they figured out cloning, I don't know, but I think they did. The spoopy music tells me this won't be brief. Yeah, it might not be brief. Or it will be, and we've reached a bad end. Be down in just a second. Of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to a 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me that Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. I'd ruin Kerr's life, affectionate. I'm not sure you would before he ruined yours. I guess depends on if there's a buck to be made. Nah, I'm crazy. Perhaps. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Luca, don't be a snitch. You know, he's an angry little boy. And they're never known for their secrecy. Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? The mayor cuter, though, not gonna lie. I also have a feeling the mayor's not involved in creepy clone shenanigans. So that also makes him automatically cuter. Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope?
Well, the clone stuff never stopped me. Fair enough, you do you, Gaito.
He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
That's just how life is, I suppose. Fight!
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight.
I have a feeling this might be a bad end for us.
He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
What's in it? Like Nerf darts? Like, I don't think that's gonna stop him. Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey! That was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Hell yeah, he does, little buddy. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Yep, we died.
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
All right. We died. Let's try again. All right, I guess we're gonna tickle. Time to bust out the tickles for some reason. I really didn't think that was gonna work out for us, but all right.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Oh yeah, boys, we gonna tickle him. Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter. Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
I think that is the strange as well as the tickles. Yeah, seems so. What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Whoa. No, your hair! Oh, are we gonna have to give her a haircut? Because that can't be good. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? Oh, it's gray. Well, that's not the worst thing in the world. It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy.
The best okay.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Okay, and we still can't go anywhere around here. Correct? Correct. Okay. Oh, but... Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
Well, that's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And then I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just... wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought.
Oh, big tears from Luca. Oh, baby.
With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca. Go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for Kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Wait at the treehouse. Don't go back? Can we go back? We are not allowed to go back. Okay. Can we go this way? Right, there's nothing that way. Okay.
Mr. Nuncree jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. Well, the whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Why the creepy music amping up? What's going on? Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncree gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there is something you know. Something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncree. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a blank lurking behind those eyes. There was a shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes.
Did he sell them out?
A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse. I don't like how intense this music is.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing. Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? First, we were just looking around, and then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage. Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. Sure, it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish it wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
He's in cahoots! Why did you have to... I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close. So close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule, plummeting at gravity's whim.
They got freaking teleporting phone booths in this tiny town? Why? I know Perennial Harvest, put in the phone booths, but, freaking teleporting? Why? That is so much money!
Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end. Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Well... How did they build that tunnel without anyone noticing? Yeah, I have no idea. The only one I haven't tried is Struggle, I guess. I originally said I was going to keep to only one path of this, but I guess we have to go back and forth here to progress the story. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go!
Well, you were right to distrust that guy. Yeah, it was weird vibes. Weird vibes and the intimidating music didn't help. So now we're back to the route where he went to the warehouse alone.
Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a massive jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So, what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. And those are the 2 she met up with in the dock in the other storyline. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to take a particular interest in my jam. There's some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day's still young. Okay. Oh, Granny, what you doing? Gran. Making a phone call. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is, we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Okay, grab that. Oh, off we go! Off we go with our little jam bundle. And here's Rolo, because he never went. Is she even his gran? Well, so that's his mom's mother. So it would make sense that that's a maiden name. He's a Van Horn because his dad's a Van Horn. She's a Hartford because she's from a different family. So, I mean, I think she's his gran. I think. Just, maybe she's also a wild old lady. Who knows? I guess we're gonna find out. Maybe. Potentially. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? Yeah, no, I get that, but if she just moved to town to take care of him, has he ever met her before? Or did she just show up and say, I'm your gran? Who called her if both of his folks are gone? Friend of the family, maybe? Maybe Rolo's parents? Or, it is possible that he knew her beforehand. You can go to grandmother's house. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house he went. Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies. No. Alien zombies? Oh, what else could it possibly be? Rolo. I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it like a whole thing? Oh, it sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Okay, well, we're in a timeline where Rolo is definitely okay, so we're already improving. Although we still have to meet Beck today. Let's get through all of this. Let's get through the jam before we talk to anyone. Oh goodness, where is that? Last Chance Diner? What do we need? No, I don't wanna change routes. Don't want that either. B. No, okay. C. Nope. Okay. Okay. Can I go in here? I can. Huh! Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Miss Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? Break? Okay. I got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Oh, they even had my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. Can you use that somewhere else? Like, do the words collect regardless of the timeline? I think I probably can. If I look at B right now... Let's see... Not anywhere here yet. But potentially. Back. Can I see it?
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Oh, we're going nostalgia. Oh, are we gonna see Mom? Yay! Oh, that'll be nice. But yeah, I think Mr. Nuncreed might have made his mom disappear. Considering he was talking about, you Van Hortons never know when to leave well enough alone. Hi, Stardew! How you doing? We're doing alright. We're currently exploring this storyline. It's a very interesting game, because you have several stories going on at once, and you have to keep jumping in between them to progress the storyline. It's like choose your own adventure, but a little bit more. I'm really enjoying it. How are you doing? You got any weekend plans? Can I talk to anyone? So we got the mayor who's sitting behind his sister. Nuncreed talking to his sister. Mr. Beacon. Roxy. I think you're right, though. I'm wonderful. I've been having a board game night with my friends. Awesome! What's the story so far? Depends on the story. So, little tiny town, his dad died, his mom has disappeared. We're this cute little deer boy right here. He's Luca. And there's a processing plant out on the edge of town that's been abandoned for years. And he either goes alone or with a friend. And they discover a body. And if he goes alone, he doesn't discover the body, but he does get discovered and runs away, which is what we're currently exploring. If he goes with a friend, the friend ends up missing. The friend doesn't make it home. They split up. And I currently exhausted all of those story pathways. So nothing to do for there right now. Currently, we're in a flashback, and we're about to meet his mom that has gone missing, that has not been in the story yet. I'm ready to help, Mama. All right, little buckaroo. It's up to you to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I gotta deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Okay, this here's the mayor. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. Yeah, my father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails, pulling a family ever forward. Well, that doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh no, turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. The silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. Nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Okay, I'll go right there down. Chill? Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. You? Yeah, not the sandwich for me. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect, thank you. I don't think we've met this otter yet. Gadzooks, they've shrunk the waitstaff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing? Oh, he's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Oh, look at Luca's little tail a-going. Oh, my gosh. Oh, he's a cutie. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will you? Sure thing. Been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? And top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. Oh boy, I'm gonna do my bestest. Burger. Cactus. I don't know that was sweet. I guess maybe the milkshake is sweet? Now, son, if I wanted a disappointed burger, could have cooked it myself. Remember, something sweet topped with grilled cactus. Okay. Okay. So the candy with the cactus. That's not a burger! That's not a burger! It's a sandwich at best. Barely. Here's your order. I call it the Sweet and Stabby. Now that's a burger with bite. That's not a burger. The customer is not always right. The customer is very freaking wrong. Hi, Roxy. Luca? I'm helping. Wow. Hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Chicken sandwich, because it's not a burger. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Oh, cutie. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. Is this how we leave the flashback? This is how we leave the flashback. Okay. Mr. Mayor! Mr. Mayor! If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. Aw. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being marital, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. Truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or public speaking? Both, I suppose. Ugh, him sad eyes, I love him. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy. Well, that sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. You know, kiddo, I don't think that's what he needed. Way to unload onto a 12-year-old. Yeah, a 12-year-old who arguably might be going through something worse than you. Potentially. Potentially. I won't say for sure, because we don't know what all he knows about what's going on in this town. But like, missing mom, dead dad, almost got killed at a warehouse that your family owns last night. Like, he's going through some things, you know? Hey, Don. Hey, Luca, what's up? They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Ares Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon's past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as the town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. The Bat Kid is adorable. Yeah, I think she's my favorite kid character. Dawn's a little cutie. We do have Beck, the little black cat that they're talking about right now, but honestly, I love all the designs in this. They're very good. The art style is what made me decide to suggest it for the poll. I can imagine. Yes, currently we are delivering jam for our Gran, who is currently our caretaker. Where is... Can I go in through here? No, this is not... Where? Here? You, sir, have some jam.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. The jam is spy stuff. Jam is absolutely spy stuff. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course!
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. You like jam? Indeedy do. What are you two going on about? How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice? I don't know. Somewhere cold. Well, how do they keep somewhere cold? Cold. Look, Bert. Do you want ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Kids. Okay, let's... Oh, I'm worried I'm gonna get caught in a cutscene with that dude. Let's talk to some more people. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Okay, she's our weird, like, prophecy lady who's just reading from her latest book. She's always reading a different book. You? No, you don't want to talk to me. That's fair. That's fine. What about you all? You got anything? Got anything? Nope? Okay. I like his little jumpy. Whee! Oh, he jumps like a little deer. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
Oh, did you mean like genuinely you like jam? And not just a reference to you like jazz. Sorry, I'm going to answer that now. It just occurred to me several ADHD moments later. Honestly, more of a preserves type of person. I like to have the actual fruit still in the jar, rather than it being completely pureed. I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news for today. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is a dangerous If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression that this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Oh, and she steppy away from there. She power strut away. Preserves, better than jam, better than jelly. I had an ADHD realization too. I was like, why is my phone having trouble connecting to the Wi-Fi? And then I remembered that the TVs at the local restaurant were glitching out pretty bad. Just from the wind today. Damn! Oh man, you're so windy. It's fucking windy over where Kaito's at. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes Hank Atomic, man of space justice. Jace, no spoilers! Sorry. Point is, you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace, catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. Wow, way to be a Jace. Way to be a Jace. Welcome to Saskatchewan. Oof. So it's just that windy all the time? Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. Ooh, Nuncreed, 'cause he's faithless! Indeed. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today. That's why the land is so flat? 'Cause the wind pushes it all over? Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case...
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see you grand. I don't think she wanted you to hold it. Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? Basket snatcher. Truly. What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well... if a pretty cat girl says follow her, I follow her. Pineapple? Yeah, I don't know any situation where I would pick anchovies over pineapple. Despite the fact that I'm allergic to pineapple. I just dislike anchovies that much. It's not usually this windy though. Legendary windies. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. OMG, her moms are a cat and a mouse. Oh, they are! Maybe. Which one of them is the cat? I guess the white one is the cat? Like your mouse! Yeah. Oh, cuties. You know, they say in Saskatchewan you could watch your dog run away because the land is so flat. Oh, jeez, there goes Fido. He just keeps on going. Oh, that's dark. I like it. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh! And what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is... I'm gonna mispronounce this. Ilona? Ilona? Iona? Does the L become a Y for some reason? At least it's not anchovies. At least it's not anchovies. This is my friend Anchovies. Iona? Ilona? Ilona? I'm going to say it's Ilona until I'm corrected. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. Anchovies is a very good NB name. Oh yeah, the plural is peak. What Nelly means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. We use they-them pronouns, not because we are non-binary, but because we are literally anchovies. I love that. There are 5 anchovies in a tin can. The tin can is ginormous. They just hop around in the tin can. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. I'm sorry, Mrs. Jackson. I am 4 eels. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I am just some fishin', not a guy. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great. See you there. I just imagined a school of anchovies in a trench coat and a hat. Fair enough. Fair enough. That is also valid. I am 4 eels. Okay, what do we got going on over here now? You can tell those jerks. Doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. You get it. It's a song die. I do not know the song. I do not get it. I just thought you were being punny. Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. Do you think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? So, the bugs are gone over there, and the bugs are gone here. Bugs are going everywhere. It's the pesticides! The pesticides make mutants! Well, it's an eel spoof on a song. I do not know the song that it is spoofed off of. I thought Rollo was gonna be here. Where's he at? Huh. Alright, I guess no Rollo. I guess we're just hanging with Beck tonight. Oh, we're an hour and a half in. Water break. Everyone have some water. I hate the bugs. My hunger is glutinous. I suppose so. Oh, hey, the other guy. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. The festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where'd that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. Far as I see it. Difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit.
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
There's the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage? Exactly. Alright, fair enough. Should we? Ho there, little buddy. What brings you to this neck of the woods? I don't know, I was just wandering around. Wandering? How wonderful! Children and their wonderful wandering. Oh, to be young. Anyways, I can't let you pass just now. Top secret business that away.
Mr. Kerr winked with a wry smile.
I'm just yanking your chain. Perennial Harvest is just making a few improvements.
He gave Luca an energetic thump on the shoulder.
Better head home now. Our harvest awaits. Okay, well, glad I got the creepy cameo from him for this day. So who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest. Sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing. I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much just keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone has mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Oh, come on! It's the perfect time to explain it to us. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
We have finally moved on to Chapter 4 on this branch.
Ilona Moodwill was worried about change.
Ilona.
A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
By the way, did not know there were gays in this game, but I'm very glad they are. So, Luca, tell us about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Back manners. Games are always better with gays. Always! And these are some adorable looking gays. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? It was good. Very good. Oh, buddy! Oh, buddy! Normally we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping past the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her the newest lead researcher of deep engineering. Oh, that's... These gays gon' die, yeah? Yeah, the body we found was the head of deep engineering. Yeah, they had an opening. And they're not gonna have an opening again for a really long time, and she's gonna be fine. She's gonna survive whatever he didn't. Also, Mouse Girl is giving me Velma vibes. Very. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't!
Beck slammed her fist into the table. Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It really was good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Hell yeah, power trio. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to... break? Rumble!
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before this storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. That is a very comfortable girl. I absolutely would not want a boy I just met to rifle through my things.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. She's a nerd just like her mommies. Indeed, indeed, the scientist in the cottagecore babe. She's a cute little black cat. What else we got? A radio! Oh wow. Rolo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. A black... Seafoam, don't you make fun of my slip-up. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Filled it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Shucks. The rain sounds are perfection. They are very nice. They're quite nice. I'm loving the background music on this. They are pretty dang good.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers.
With a note, it's like Chihiro's bouquet in Spirited Away.
Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent. Okay.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you've moved a lot? Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. Those flowers would last longer if you put them in water. That's the thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you look cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Also, I really like how they're buffered by just space. And like the idea that this room is like their entire world and nothing exists outside of it. Which is a very childlike logic to have, but they are children. So the idea that they're just completely separated from everything else and it's just space is very thematic, I think. Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care about what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little: don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then what do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I've figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. With the big rock sweep? Oh my god. Good moment, good moment. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Ah!
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
These babies need hugs! God, these are some big Frodo vibes. Oh. Sweetums! I love them. There. Wow. I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. I can tell this game will make me cry. Yeah, I haven't cried yet, but we haven't gotten very far yet. This is gonna develop, certainly. It made me come close last week? Oh. When? When last week? Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. When they were in the dumpster. Oh, yeah, that was... Yeah. See you and Rolo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca? Don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5.
We made it to chapter 5! We haven't done that yet. I wonder how many chapters there are. I might look that up real quicksy. Just to see what's going on. Chapters in Beacon Pines. Oh shit. Okay, if we can follow a story path all the way to the end, there's 27. Oh boy, they said this game was 4 to 7 hours. I don't know. We're already at 4 hours. I don't know how we're going to get to 27 that quickly. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll... Well, actually, this is a good stopping point. We're at 2 hours. Do we want to keep going a little bit? Or do we want to save it for tomorrow? Not tomorrow. Next Friday. I'll keep going a little bit just because I want to make sure I hit a save point, but...
Friendly feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace.
I've got to go soon, but we can do a little more. Okay. Fair enough. There was some wait time in the beginning, so we'll make sure we actually hit 2 hours.
He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone. Not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding it back to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes.
Power trio!
This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
No, power trio. I like it. Catch up with Rollo at the treehouse. Oh, hi, Dawn. What you doing? Hey, Dawn. Tracking down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Harris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age, who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Harris was forced to take care of him? Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. Well, that explains the way Harris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Because then, you can't prove whether I made it up or not. Okay, well. Glowing. The mushrooms, they are a-glowing. Is it a bad thing if I do this? Is it a bad thing if I do this? I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to that treehouse. Okay, he's taking the choice from me and I don't blame him for it. Let's get a-going. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in crafting a better future. Yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be this one? Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir, we'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Why Why you gotta be so mean to clone number 1? It's Steve number 1. They're all Steves now. Rolo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rolo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. That's rude to Steve's? What? What's wrong with that? Come back, never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rolo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. Doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, The storm rolled in out of nowhere, and I got stuck after dinner at Beck's
Luca
house.
stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kinda cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rolo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. To be fair, we did come check. Yeah, we didn't just go home. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response.
Things changed. He made a new friend. Things got worse. With old friends. Changes make everything worse.
Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word. 'Cause that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your grand doesn't even care. You could stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rolo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa's right. Storm brings more water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa is still around.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rolo. And unfortunately, I think that's where we're gonna end it. Rolo, why? Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, saved at 9. Okay. Never mind. We keep going for a little bit longer, because it didn't autosave yet. Oh no, we're not getting in bed? Why is everyone poking at his dad fucking dying like that's a personality flaw of his? Yeah, My dad died when I was 12. I'm quite lucky to say it was never held against me. It was never brought up in an argument. If it was, I think I might punch someone. I think Luca might have punched Rollo if Rollo was not, in fact, 10 feet off the ground. And I don't think he would be blamed for it. If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. I think he'd be right to punch someone. Yeah. Now I go bed? What do I do? I go on Graham's bed? What? Hello? Here.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
I have been bequeathed a soccer ball. Rollo, what a jerk. I gotta kick out my feelings. Call me a bad friend. Yeah. Ooh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. Yeah. 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 I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Weep. We got weep. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay. I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Okay, now we have autosaved. So, I believe that will do it for now. Let me go ahead, get big again, have some water. Oh, man. Good session, yeah. We're not getting as far as I thought we would in this amount of time. But, hopefully, we start uncovering some things. It seems like we have a good path right now, and we have several options we haven't used, so... you know, we'll see. We'll see where things go. I'm enjoying it. I don't know about all of you. Not too much horror this time. Granted, we did have a couple of bad ends, and we did get a mutant. I see now why he's a hyena. I thought it was weird that Mr. Perennial Harvest was a hyena when I first met him, but no, he's the big bad. That's why he's a hyena. So, you know, the trope is strong still. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to get more back. I really hope Rollo and Luca can patch things up. Poor hyenas. I know, but what can you do? Yeah, I hope they can patch things up. I hope no one else dies that doesn't deserve it. And it sounds like they might have more planned with Solomon. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, for now, I will leave it here. See you all next Tuesday. We'll be doing more Date Everything. We might finally be able to realize people next week, depending on how things go. But with that said, thank you all so much for watching. I certainly hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly enjoyed spending it with you. And I will see you all next time. Good night.